I got a quick question for you. Are you ready to travel the world? Do you want to see how the locals really live? Hey, he doesn't do resorts. Come on, let's go off the beaten path. Join Mr. Midas, aka the King of Travel, today. Come on, let's go.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna quit. It's Goldie. I am the King of Travel. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna quit. It's not in my blood just to up and give in. Even when I lose, I know I'm a champion. Cause tomorrow's a new day and I won't stop till I win. Time after time, again and again. Life be throwing blows, get back up when I get hit. Dust myself off and get on the grind again. I am nothing short of a champion. Yeah, I am relentless. Yeah, yeah. Came so far from where I began.
Cleo Bonnie in the building. What's good, Cleo? So listen, Cleo, I want the first thing, we got the African Dominican React on the team now. Definitely represent with the Reactors now. You know, she gave a live interview with Ivan Toes, man. I just saw the interview, man. I must give her the championship belt. And I give her the championship belt for two reasons, because she had an interview,
bro,
not just with
you got the whole thing, bro.
Yeah, I gotta give her a championship belt. Cause see, when anybody do any good work, I must congratulate them, because you know, one thing is, you know, to say one thing, but she did an interview with you know, the Polish young lady, and she did an interview with Ivan Toes.
Yo.
You know,
real, yeah.
So Cleo, listen, you know, my thing is you know, a lot was going on lately, and you know, I'm from America, and I want to tell you something about America now. And let me tell you something. It might be the land of opportunity, but it's also the land you don't play with when it comes to from women in general, you know, and snow bunnies and stuff like that. And the way this situation panning out now, at first I thought it could have been a way of scripting and acting, but the way it's turning out right now, I don't think there's no acting, because one thing, you don't act and play when it comes to situations, especially to have a reputation of being over aggressive towards a woman. You know, one thing about it, and they don't play when it comes to laws with men. You know, let me tell you something. In America, if a woman tell you no, you must say no, no. See, what happens in a lot of cases, men try to use this alcohol and stuff to manipulate the woman's mind. My whole life, I never try to use alcohol or anything when it came to women. If I couldn't ask the woman straight up if she wanted to handle a little business, it was a done deal. I'm not going to push. I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm going to walk away. Because it's because of the respect of the woman, number one. Because a woman know what she wants. If a woman want to do something with you, she going to do something with you. I'm not going to press the issue. It's either you down or you ain't down. But if she tell me no, I'm going to walk away. On the respect of the woman. But number two, I don't play when it comes to the laws either. Because one thing about it, when it comes to that law, if a woman call and say that you did something to her or anything like that, the law is going to go in the woman's favor 9 times out of 10 chances. So I always try to make things as peaceful as possible when it comes to women and stuff like that. And, you know, and just try to be straightforward and just ask her, you know, what's up? You down? You know, and if she said no, no. I don't even try to pretend to her and tell her all kind of stuff. Oh, baby, you the love of my life. I want you to be my wife and all this to try to rock and knock them boots. Because I ain't going to go through all that to rock and knock them boots. If I can't be real with you, I ain't want to deal with you. And that's just how I always live my life, and that's just the protocol when it comes to me. But I think what happened, man, I'm looking at this situation with Marwa, and I don't know if he was desperate or what, man, but I think he might have something against these bright-skinned women, you know, because let me tell you, I noticed that when he was with pretty much on all of his videos, you know, European woman and different, you know, white woman and stuff. And you know, some men, I guess they get over aggressive when it comes to women. Like, I don't know if he pushed himself too hard on a woman. You know, my opinion, I feel his ego is so big that he feel like a woman must jump the way he say jump and how high. But that's where he made his mistake at. Because one thing about it, don't never let your fame get the best of you. And the thing is, at the end of the day, there's plenty of options out here. But you know, I don't know if he, you know, he might have been in a position, he just was overrated, too horny or something like that. I don't know. And the woman came and he, you know, like a dog in heat. You know, you ever see a dog in heat, like them dogs in the neighborhood, and they get in heat like that. They go crazy when they see the female dog and they start tongue hanging out their mouth. And you know what I'm saying? All kind of craziness. And the female dog saying, get off me, get off me. They just, the male dog just keep on, too aggressive. And man, let me tell you something. You got to know how to calm that down when it comes to a woman. You know, I understand there's a lot of beautiful women out there, but you got to respect the woman at the same time, you know, and you have to know how to be calm. Even if before the woman came there, I hate to say this, but maybe he should have masturbated or something, you know, maybe go in the bathroom, get some lotion or something like that and masturbate to calm himself down. I don't know.
Problem is, I'll tell you something, you know, I and Mara went to initiation school. I don't know if you know initiation school, like mountains, whatever. Boys, goes there. So the ideology of masturbation to them, it's like it turns a man to something else, you know. So they don't believe in that. They believe, like I've heard a lot of people that went to the initiation school, where they go and use a panga knife or they use a knife, and these people are not doctors. So when most people that come from there, obviously they are taught a lot of things, you know, they've got kind of skills. So I guess, you know, being there are two things, you know, at play here. It's either that he changes only when he's in trouble, you know, then he gets back again when he's free. So he's free. He feels like he's in a world where he can do whatever he likes and he can get away with it, you know. So they don't believe in masturbation, you know, because even the scientists have said masturbation kills cancer. If you masturbate, you don't need to masturbate all the time. Otherwise, you'll have one eye small, one eye bigger, you know, but you need to limit yourself with masturbation. But otherwise, the effects of
Cleo, I understand.
So you will never masturbate. You'd rather get a woman.
Well, I understand he'd rather get a woman, but for him to be that aggressive when it comes to the woman.
He's a man from the mountain, King. He's the man from the mountain.
Well, I hear you, but let me tell you something, man. He could be a man from whatever mountain he needs, but he need to go ahead and get him some lotion or something and do what he got to do if he going to act like that over a woman. Because let me tell you something, he'll end up, man, let me tell you something, he'll get himself in trouble in America acting like that. You know, and I say that because, you know, I saw the interview with Ivan and exactly what I thought, that's what it was. I figured that Marwa, his intentions, you know, he fly this girl, spend over $1,000 on a ticket to bring her down here. But, you know, this amazes me. This just goes to show you people spend money on what they want to spend money on. I did a video in the previous video, and I said, you know, Ivan, man, I must say to you, brother, don't take this personal, but I know I called you a dummy on the video because I said that Marwa was using you and mind manipulating you, and I talked about what he did to, you know, another content creator, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and I talked about his ways and personality. When I was saying what I was saying, I wasn't saying that for fun. I wasn't saying that to hate on his name. I just was giving the public awareness of who he really was as a person. You know, but, you know, like I said, when let me finish. When Richard World Traveler told me what time it was with the brother, you know what I'm saying, what he did to Richard World Traveler, and, you know, I try to enlighten Aaron, but Aaron head hard. Because, see, the problem is when people think that everybody hating on somebody. But I believe the same energy you carry with somebody else, you're going to carry with that person, too. So my thing is, if you real, you want to be real no matter what. That's just your personality. But if you fake and you're a pretender, you're going to pretend with everybody. So what is happening, Marwa True Colors came out, if pretty much what I told Ivan towards was going to happen, it happened. So now, the situation, you know what I'm saying, basically Marwa wanted the snow bunny. And I understand, he felt he spent $1,000 on a snow bunny to come way down here to spend some time with him. He want to get between them legs. Okay, whatever. But the problem is this. Ivan is in America. Ivan could get in big trouble. You know what I'm saying? I think that the law is the hands of one is the hands of all. And if he allowed that kind of stuff to take place on his property, you don't get aggressive with no woman on the property. If she says she not down with the situation, leave it alone. Because now Ivan could get himself in a bunch of trouble, a world of trouble behind something that Marwa is doing. So Marwa pretty much said, Ivan pretty much said, no, it ain't happening over here from what he said. It could have been deeper than that, but at the same time, you have to be careful. And listen, especially when it comes to the Caucasians. Listen what I'm telling you. I must tell you, in America, you can say what you want to say, but the Caucasians got a lot of power. What you got to say about that, Cleo?
Yeah, like I think, you know, I'm not so forgiving. You know, we spoke about this. You know, King the Traveler. I think, you know, even myself right now, before I can answer your question, I'd like to ask you all the subscribers that came, IMR subscribers and snitches and that came and they wrote the comments and say, we are jealous of his achievement. This black man is trying to build his, you know, his empire and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. So this is the empire that he's in. So where are those people who were attacking? Because now like the whole thing, you can see the reactors that have been there. Everybody knows the reactors that have been there, you know. So now even everybody else is jumping in. I've seen some guys from UK, they're jumping in, people from different countries, part of the world, all those people that used to comment and say all the good things about him, they're disappearing, you know. So, but to answer your question, I can say that, you know, there's a huge gap in the whole thing of this particular person, because initially I am like a police. I don't believe something. That's why, you know, the past videos we've been saying the whole thing was staged, because you don't believe it until you see the evidence. Now Dominican came up with that evidence of the text messages and stuff like that, between the communication between the two subjects, or you know, Ayamara and the blonde lady, you know. Yeah, you know, that's now we can say, okay, there's somehow evidence. I mean, you cannot make up all that stuff up, you know, that you just to stage, unless otherwise later on it would be like it was staged. But why would somebody do that? Because definitely I'm going to lose the subscribers. Those ones, they're not going to be taken advantage and played upon.
You want to know why somebody would do that?
Where's jump towards money?
Cleo, let me explain something to you right quick. Why would somebody do that? Why? No. Let me say something to you. I want you to hear me out right quick.
That's the thing. Why would do a friend? Because it wasn't King the Traveler that exposed this guy. We were just reacting, right? It wasn't Modesta. It wasn't the Black Beauty TV. It wasn't AM Caro. It wasn't On Trending. It wasn't Crooked. It wasn't this Matata, God Matata. It wasn't all these other reactors that I also haven't mentioned. It was his own friend who together turned against reactors together. Even he was busy telling Ivan, please delete Modesta's channel. Delete all these. Telling the subscribers to delete to help delete the Modesta's channel. Now the same person that you are with is the same person that bites you from behind, and now you don't know what to do, and now you become a little child. You know, when you watch the video for even the current host, the current host.
Well, Cleo, let me tell you my opinion on why he turned on him and betrayed him. Because see, this is what happens sometimes. let's say for an example, he was dropping videos, right? I'm just showing you an example. And let's just say Ivan saw my video when I was saying he was a big dummy. And Ivan saw the video, and Marwa, the first thing they're going to say is Marwa saying the king of travel hitting on me because when he came to Africa, I didn't pick his phone call up, so he hit him. So, you got to understand, people digesting stuff like that, So Ivan probably was thinking, oh, he probably hit him. But then Ivan see Modesta Lifestyle talking, Black Beauty TV, I Am Carol, Pastor Boxman, on Trending, Eli, and all these people talking like, wait a minute now, this is just too many people talking about this guy and his ways. So now when you're starting to see that and Marwa starting to show the same actions to him, now he's seeing that Marwa ain't his friend either. So the first thing he's saying, wait a minute here. What goes through his head is this dude pay all this money for a Poland female to come down here, but he don't want to pay me for nothing, for me driving him around. Just like King of Travel say he did the Richard World Traveler. He don't want to pay for this, he don't want to pay for that, but he got money to pay a woman to come all the way down here. You don't sit there and use people. And Ivan also made it clear that Marwa got money. He got money in America talking about America prices, but at the same time trying to use people and take advantage of people. So Ivan got in an uproar, just like I got in an uproar when I went to Africa, and he got upset. That's life. It is what it is. You don't play with people any kind of way. You're either going to be true or you're going to be fake. Bottom line is Ivan exposing the fakeness when it comes to him. It is what it is, bro. You don't come to people's house or anything like that to use them, long as you get what you could get out of him. Because long as you give Marwa, he'll pretend to you he cool with you. But the minute he can't get from you, his true colors come out. So guess what? Ivan true colors come out. It is what it is. Don't come up in nobody's house faking to them, pretending to them, just to use them to get by for free on the like of views and you get some subscribers on the channel. No, sirree, Bob. That fakeness need to stop.
One thing I can tell you, King of the Traveler, is any person who has been in the military, and again, eventually, like he knows, he watches all the channels, reactors, and he knows that there was a guy from Gem Tours, the money was stolen from all these people. Then the money was taken from the next person is going to be Dante. All these people have taken the money from people, including, the sister, Dee Mwango, who was, the old lady is sick. I don't know if she's better now in the Philippines. She's sick. Why she didn't fly back? Instead, she was busy buying a land, to start a factory when the so-called grandmother was sick in Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm trying to say here is that karma. I said this. I think we said this in the previous video. Every person is gonna fall into the tragedy. No matter, it doesn't matter who you are. Whatever you do today will determine your future tomorrow. So karma will catch up with you. There's even people that said karma does not expire. And they've said for centuries and centuries, people have said. Even in India, that's what Indians and Pakistans and Asians, actually most Asians, they believe that karma does not end. So as people have already said that this guy, he was okay, he was good, he was sleeping and kissing the ladies, and his subscribers condoned, and his subscribers attacked the reactors. When he went to India, it looks like his life, he watched maybe some Bollywood movies. I think after watching Bollywood movies in India, where the drama happens most of the time. In India, you can see what happens in Instagram with most of people from India and the other countries. They put things, the drama things in. Some of them are pornographic things. I guess he learned a lot. He was trained there. This guy's been trained in India, how to create a drama. He has been trained in Colombia, how to steal people's money. I'm not saying Colombians are thieves and things like that, but those guys from Colombia are very tough. They're very tough. He learned to be there to do that. But the part that he became a person from the village, in other words, he's a village idiot. And being exposed to the entire world, to the big world, He wasn't ready. So village idiot, when I say village idiot, I'm not calling him an idiot. I'm just saying he's a village idiot. It means he has not been, exposed yet to the world. So you put a light onto something, into somebody who has never seen light before. He goes round, he does things, and he thinks the world has to open up to him. He thinks that to think broad-minded, to be broad-minded, to be free thinker, it means you have to break every etiquette. He doesn't have an etiquette. When he went in the video, when he went to visit the baby shower at Mutu, what's his name? The current host. He broke all the etiquettes of the baby shower. All the etiquettes. The last video of Ayamara, at a current host, he broke all the etiquettes, and I was like, oh my God. He handed over the camera to another lady, and he switched off the camera. He took off the camera, and then he gives off the camera, asks the lady to switch on, telling the lady that the lady wants to visit Africa or Kenya next year. Said, please, I wish you can change your mind. And you can see that this guy is trying to recompose himself, but he's not going to recompose himself. Ayamara will never recompose. He will just, hide a little bit, but he can't control that because he's not human. He's not a human. He's a waste of space, So you can't. I think the problem, what happened is, if he knew very well that Ivan has gone to military, I know many people that have been in the military. I'm in the security studies, and I know a lot of people in foreign affairs. I know many people that have been in the military service. That they actually, you don't stay with the police. You don't stay with anybody. Even your own friend can arrest you. The rules of the game is, if your mother commits a crime, okay, arrest your mother. You son, that if your brother, your wife, your husband, your grandfather, you need to investigate them and arrest them, or shoot to kill if they're causing a problem. To say, my brother, then he picks up a gun. You can shoot your own brother. Those are the rules of the police. And the military, it's even worse. So he's a gorilla. This gentleman, Ivan, he's a gorilla. These guys are trained in a short period of time to learn the language. In the military, you learn the Chinese, you learn French. Within a week, you must master that. You must know how to write, to speak, to hear, to listen, to understand, to respond, to interact. And that's what you're taught in the military. And you learn things that you're supposed to learn for 5 years. You learn it in 6 months. So and again, Ivan, he needs a help, because every soldier who has served in the military has a problem. But when you look at Ivan, he's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to do the right thing, but he's not gonna do the way you guys do. He feels like he's in a battle. He's in a war right now. He's wearing those visual goggles, and he feels like he's in the game. He's playing it because he's fighting. He's at a war. And whenever he sees an enemy, he knows to identify this is an enemy. He has learned the principles of enemy, how to identify your enemy. And all these things that happens in the battle. You must know. So
let me ask you a question, Cleo. You don't think that this is just a timing where it's just a situation where, I hate to say this, but Marwa met his match for all the stuff he did to people in the past. He was thinking he was invincible. Like, nobody gonna never say nothing to what he do. He could handle women any type of way. And it just he getting exposed. You don't think so? I mean, I'm gonna give you an example of a case, that happened, what I'm saying? Like, in America, I don't know much about it, but like, it was an R. Kelly case out here. Like, R. Kelly was just, man, he got exposed. He was using his fame with too much power. You know what I'm saying? Like, his fame and taking advantage of people. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, it was just too much. You know what I mean? And he wasn't respecting the people. What you got to say about it?
Now, I think the mistake that a lot of people are failing to
keep talking.
Yeah, I think that, one thing that many people are failing to grapple with, that Ayamara basically has been betrayed, and people are saying he has been betrayed by his own friend. I think that's understatement. What happens here? The guy that was once called a friend has served in the military, and in military that etiquettes. Ayamara is an individual, a village idiot, who does not know how to say thank you, who does not know how to say please, who does not control, who does not have control at his feelings. He cannot control himself. He doesn't have self-control, and that is a lack of. So in that situation, any person from military will regard that person as the person who's not supposed to be in a community, who's not supposed to be serving in a community. As you have seen in the current video that, when he went to Brazil, I don't know if it's a new video, but as far as I can see that he interviewed some lady, and he's talking about a guy who chilled with a Palo. There's another lady there by the name of Palo or something like that. I've forgotten the name. And in that video, it shows that this guy is still battling. So he thinks that he is at a battlefield. That's how Ivan feels. It feels like he's at a battlefield. So at this point, is that with the less understanding, with the little understanding, the problem is that Ayamara assumes that he can justify. The problem is people, this is a period of affirmative action. I said this: you don't attack a woman. A woman will always win in courts, even though maybe she could be lying. Certain things, maybe she could be lying, about some certain things. But even if this is played out, because from the beginning I thought this could be a Big Brother TV, Big Brother TV, where you just put cameras and people play around and just want to create a Netflix. He wants to write a book, his own book and stuff like that, But the question is, people that are going to write and author his book, they're not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be somebody else. So a person who has never been in prison, I always say, every man is going to be in prison one day. Don't ever say, oh, me, I've never been in prison, I'm clean, I'm innocent. No, you're going to be in prison. But the worst thing about Ayamara is that he has never been in prison, and he is inviting all this trouble. Even if this was just a drama, scripted and stuff like that, but now it's just too much for everybody right now, and now it's causing a scene in the entire world. So of course Netflix is coming for him. He has to sell his story, because we don't know how he's going to justify. Of course, people.
Well, Cleo, I don't know what kind of story that is he's selling right there. I can't. What kind of story that is to sell? That kind of mess there. I ain't know if he want to sell that to Netflix, in it.
Yeah.
Who sell a story like that, getting accused of doggone being over aggressive towards a woman?
That's the thing, So after this story, you should, King the Traveler, do you think Ayamara is going to be able to marry 10 women and have 10 kids after the whole thing? We discussed those things before. He's a man who's he has a dream to be having sex with 10 women at the same time in the same house.
You know what? I'm going to be real with you. Like I said, I think this dude is in a delusion. And honestly, what I think it is in his head, because of his fame. I don't know. I can't say that because he feel his fame. He might have been watching R. Kelly. Let me tell you why I say this now. R. Kelly had a situation going on. That joker had a bunch of females in the house now, but he got in trouble because some females was underage from back in the days or something happened. But he might, I don't know. R. Kelly, from what I heard, and the audience, correct me if I'm wrong. R. Kelly had like about 10 different females in his house. He had a bunch of them. And he could have picked which one he wants. So maybe his name was Marwa Kelly. Marwa Kelly was on the uprise of Marwa Kelly. That's the only thing I could say. But Marwa Kelly, you better be careful, boy.
I think you have said something important. Now in law, we say we need a case that exists. So I think I would like to thank you for your contribution to my thoughts. That makes me to be a great thinker. Right now, something just came up. Now, in order to prosecute Ayamara in court, you gotta have the existing case, and that's what happens in laws. So far, there's already a case of R. Kelly. So I think for Ayamara to be prosecuted in court, and that case can be used, and they'll look like what happened with R. Kelly. They looked at all the videos of the young girls that he was dancing with in his music videos. So for Ayamara right now, if he's smart enough, maybe he should just delete all the videos from. He should delete his own channel instead of deleting the channel of Modesta. The advice I can give him right now, if he can watch this video, I would like to give him advice to delete all his channel, just to delete everything and delete his IG. And I think Lelo now, he's the biggest YouTuber in the world, and he has got money. For now, he's a millionaire already. He has got a Playboy mansion. I think he can still survive and start a YouTube at a clean slate. Delete the whole before they can use the videos for prosecution. They will prosecute him based on the case of R. Kelly, because R. Kelly's case, they looked at all the videos in his music videos, and that's how the juries. So in this case, the Ivan is the jury, the first jury, and the next jury is gonna be the what's her name, the African Dominican. That's the next jury. So far we have, and then also they're going to look at all the reactors, the videos of all the reactors, and what was their judgment. So the reactors could advise the juries and whatever. Ivan could advise that, So that's R. Kelly's crime that was committed by R. Kelly is the same case. So R. Kelly's case could be the same case as. I'm not conclusive about this, but the case are similar. So R. Kelly's case is similar to Ayamara, because R. Kelly was a celebrity and he was dancing and being with a young underage girls, and we talked about this in the previous videos, that those girls were underage. We spoke about this and we mentioned that everybody was underage, and maybe people got it wrong when we said he kissed, he made love to underage. He has got cases and cases over his head. But on this particular case is R. Kelly's case. I don't know his case number what, but this is R. Kelly's case. It's not Simpson's case, because he hasn't killed anybody. So this is actually R. Kelly's case. So Ayamara is going to be prosecuted, maybe possibly imprisoned in America. He has to save the crimes that he has committed. And probably it's those countries that he has kissed the girls and stuff like that. They might want him to save also his time in those countries, and I think right now the best advice I can give him, I'm not saying he should run away from, he should not answer to his crimes. He should not answer the children that he used for child labor. I'm not saying he should not answer the money that was intended for Indian Afro-Indian kids, the money that people donated. I'm not saying he should not answer the case of James Towards case. I'm not saying he should not answer the case of King of the Travelers 500. I'm not saying he should not answer the case of Michael Ponte. These cases, he will answer them in court one day. It's life is not a drama. So we're gonna go case by case, and that's what is going to happen. Because when there's one problem, there's gonna be more problems. And if you wake up in the morning, you had a bad dreams, and you see that your cup of coffee falls off the table, you must know that day, even if you decide to sleep in the house and say, I'm not going to go outside because I think today is a bad day, you could be lying. Your apartment could fall on top of you. And every man is going to face the tragedy. Karma does not expire. And this is it. All the subscribers, donors that were attacking reactors, where are you? You said you're not gonna subscribe. You have unsubscribed from all these other reactors. And I saw one reactor on your channel said he or she has unsubscribed and things like that. Okay, cool, go support your person, but this person is gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah. They come
prohibited.
on my channel and tell me they unsubscribe too. I just say God bless you.
Yeah, yeah. So all those, there were people that were your friend, what's his name? I'm not gonna mention his name. Your spiritual mentor. You
Oh
know.
yeah, Bishop Boxman, man. I'm gonna call him tomorrow too, man. Cause
So I think in this case he should hire lawyers for IMRA because he's IMRA's fan. You know. So
yeah,
he
yeah.
should basically, because he says that everybody else is lying. So you see, don't act without information. This is a problem with many other reactors. You don't just look at the videos, then base everything on what you see in the mainstream of YouTube. Many YouTubers have made many mistakes in their lives, and they think that it will never catch up with them. There are people. That's why you find that people who hate some YouTubers. Why do you think so? Why do you think so? Why would you put yourself as a bad YouTuber in the world? Why would you put yourself as the bad family in the world? Why would you put yourself as the baddest scammer in the world? Why would you put yourself as the stingiest person in the world? Why would you put yourself as the only person who sleeps and make love and kisses underage women? Why would you put yourself in that position whereby you don't like your own family, you don't like your own brothers, you don't like your own people, your uncle? Why would you put yourself out like that? Why would you betray your own country instead of promoting Kenya, which needs your help using, as I've mentioned this, use the platform to promote Kenya? There's a lot to offer. The Maasai people in Kenya, Maasai people who drink milk from the teats of a cow, who drink milk from the teats of a goat. What do you think this is? Is that something to laugh about? And you go out there and make yourself like we tried to say we love you, we like you, we're giving this advice, you gotta change. Of course, he has changed, but now perhaps it's quite late. It's quite late. We spoke about it.
Well, I'm gonna say I hear you say he changed. I'm gonna be real clear. I don't feel he changed. I felt what he was doing. And not just him, his whole family is a spiteful family. Like, I feel like they intentionally do stuff to try to pick on people. Like, think about how the Mongol and Marwa laughed at Michele Ponte when he was sick. Like, I think, like, look at David Jr., how he disrespect reactors, laughing about the car and all that kind of stuff, and they hitting on him. Like, they get a high off of that. So he changed what he changed. They want to be spiteful. They want to laugh at us like it's a joke. They want to laugh at Jam Tours for not paying him his money back. They want to laugh because they feel they got away with the Afro-Indians. But be careful now, brother, because guess what? The last laugh on you. Be careful how you laugh at people because it could backfire, bro. All I'm going to tell you.
I think the best thing here to do is to come, make a video, but it's not going to work. My only advice I can give to Ayamara, if he's going to watch this video, please, I'm advising you, you will be prosecuted like R. Kelly. You're going to end up in prison. And I'm probably not going to find time to make a YouTube video in behind bars. And probably instead of having, 10 wives outside, you can have 10 men.
Okay.
You can have 10 men in behind bars. And this is a problem. You've been asking for polygamy, so you're going to get more than 10. As much as you want. You can kiss around now freely. Actually, you are welcome behind bars.
And bring David Jr. there too. Bring David Jr. there with you.
You can have more than 10. We don't hate you. Some of the people come from a background whereby we try to give people advice and try to be nice, but instead you start attacking. Even your only uncle who you despised attacked a disabled woman who took the last cent to say, I would like to give you this money. You could have just taken that money and maybe just say, okay, wait, I should wait for more money and I will add it money and then I'll do what you ask me to do. But you sit there and open your mouth, and I said the eyes were popping out. You know, I said the eyes of Uncle Mo was popping out, or his eyes were popping out when he was shouting at the reactors and shouting at the disabled lady who took her last cent to say, "I'm gonna help," because you don't know what that disabled woman saw in Uncle Mo. Maybe saw some also disability in Uncle Mo and said, "We are in this together."
Yeah.
Somebody, you don't despise a person of disability. You don't discriminate a person of disability, especially the person who is a philanthropy, you know, who is a philanthropist, a person who helps others. This person had disability or has disability and donates the money to you, and you decide to do live, and just because I am Carol got involved, and you despise, discriminate this woman with a I think it's a woman with a disability. Somebody did this, and all subscribers of Uncle Mo, everybody says, "Yo, you did the right thing. You returned the money. You did the right thing." I'm telling you, this is not entertainment. I don't think this is a good entertainment. This is a bad YouTube clickbait gone completely against the karma. Dave Jr. will practice, whatever his voice of Michael Jackson. Hey, King the Traveler, can you do that, the Michael Jackson Dave thing? I think you're good at this, man.
Hey, my name is Davey Jr. I just want to tell you, I just got a new car today. I can imagine right now how much they gonna hate on me. You know they gonna hate on me. You could imagine when I get my house, how much they gonna hate on me. Hey, you already know. You know how we do that. They hating on us over here. They just mad. You are not alone. You are not alone.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna crack like a stupid guy here.
They done got him on lockdown.
Can you do the pretentious laugh of this, what's her name, D Mwango, when she's pretending to laugh, like
this the mango. This the mango. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, and guess what y'all think?
Oh my goodness. And then comes
Come
this
on, come on. Hey, no, come on, man. Yeah, come on. Yeah, oh, yeah, come on. Yeah, go to bed. Hey, man, what's up? Hey, man, yeah. Oh, how about Muyongo? I see. And I need to build a house because this is the
Aaron.
Yeah, to build a belly house, and I killing it. I am killing it. I am killing it. I am American. $50 donation. Oh, thank you for the donation, my brother.
After that,
well, bro, how you able to speak English good as soon as you get that $50 donation? You see?
Thanks,
games,
man.
mind manipulation. That's all they do is playing a bunch of games, Cleo.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is, like, I think the Big Brother, the Big Brother YouTube thing that has happened has a limit, and the guy said he's a Big Brother, what you call is a Passport Bro founder. And now the Passport Bro founder, the king of YouTube, with less than a million, not even 500,000 yet, is gonna go behind bars and is gonna be prosecuted like R. Kelly. And nobody, I think the advice, like I said, delete your channel. Do yourself a favor. If you don't want to go to prison, those videos, if you are listening right now, the best thing is just to delete. All the people that are laughing, that are taking videos of you, and I saw your last video, somebody was taking video the whole time. The lady was just taking videos of you. I think they have watched you. They know you, and you are trying to ask this lady if she has got a YouTube channel. I'm sure you were about to say, okay, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel for you. In his last video, that another white lady. So I think everybody can see that you'll never change. So the best thing to do is, maybe delete your channel. Delete your channel right now. Just delete it. delete your own channel. Nobody's going to do it for you. Otherwise, every video that you have there is going to be used against you. It's like when they say, don't speak, don't say anything. Anything you're going to say is going to be used against you. So your own YouTube channel is going to be used against you. All the videos that of underage ladies there, all of them are going to be used against you. So you can maybe put all the videos that, you know, selected them and put them somewhere there, deleted them. That's the whole thing, or re-edit them. That's all you can do. But you won't run away from this. Even if you don't go behind bars, even if this turns out to be scripted, it turns out that no, you worked it out already. You and Ivan and Sultan, you're just playing games, and what's Dominican, Dominican, and all other people, you're just playing games with us. But if it turns out to be so, still America, or the same America that is prosecuting right now, because the person would prosecute you, you love America, right? But look at Ivan, and he's an American, you know, he's an American. Look what he has done, you know, look what he has done to you, you know.
Well, Cleo, listen, I want to say this, and I'm in this right here. I hear what you saying. Look what he have done to you. Look what he have done to you. Cleo, you can't walk around here faking the people, man. People don't, you got to understand something. Don't start acting like you superior to everybody and everybody below you. Because what happens, man, is like, you know, people don't like to bring phony people wrong, especially as American that's working hard every day to make ends meet. And you got somebody that come wrong here and pretty much saying to them in their face, man, he told Ivan, you ain't my friend. You ain't my friend. What? So, bro, I come and pick you up from the airport, take you all around doing videos, and this is what you're going to say, bro? So in reality, you just using me. Just like you using the donators. Just like you use people, long as you get what you want, you fine. But guess what? Everybody, you have to use people. That's all you have to do is use people. You know what I mean? So guess what? Because I got something for you to use today. Cleo, listen to what I'm about to tell you. I'm going to catch you a little later on the next show. Peace.
It's the King of Trouble talk show with real experience, with real culture and people across the world. Let's travel.
Welcome to Africa, man. You know what I'm saying? Over here in the village with the kids. You know how we do it, man. Africa, you know, so this is the real deal. Welcome to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Just doing a little tour with the King of Travel, man. We just making it do what it do. You know what I mean? That's word.